At least two. Do you think that's too bold of a take for DeMar there?
Alas, I'm going to say Kings, start slowly. Just make the playoffs and win one playoff series. I do think there's a window for someone outside the Oklahoma City, Minnesota, Denver, Dallas group to crash the conference finals. All those teams with Oklahoma City have little vulnerabilities that may pop up at the wrong time. Someone is going to surprise us. I just don't think it's going to be the Kings. Kings are good team, no problem with that. I don't think they're going to make the conference finals. Sorry, DeMar.
Oh, I appreciate, riding for your squad, though. But if you're going to go, you're asked for a bold take, and you say the conference finals. Shouldn't you just say all the way we're gonna make it to the finals? What's the one thing that's stopping you there? But since we're already talking about bold takes, Perk, do you got any for the upcoming season? What's your bold take here?
Yeah, I do. And since I'm the governor of New York, and I know Tracy Morgan is watching right now, damn it. Look, this is not an individual sport. It's a team sport. My bold take is that the New York Knicks are going to have the best record, not just in the Eastern Conference, in the entire NBA in the regular season. They're going to have the best record in the league. I mean, when you think about what Big Body Brunson did last year, best player in the Eastern Conference, he's going to come back on a different mission. Acquiring Mikal Bridges, those boys and with Hart and Dante, they're going to be ready to play. And Julius Randle also, he's going to come back with it on his mind. I think he's going to embrace his role. I think right now they got a different type of energy, a different type of family-type vibe there, and they're going to be excited to play night in and night out.
That's bold.
Hey, Perk, you had me. I was sliding up to the edge of my seat when you said the New York Knicks. I thought you were about to say win an NBA title. I'm like, that's a bold take.
That would be really bold.
But I like that one. I actually think you got a shot to be right with that one. I think the Knicks are going to have one of those regular seasons if they stay healthy, where they try to set the tone and win as many games as they can, which will put them in a class with the Celtics possibly.
Zach, are you going to be a senator for New York? Are you hopping on this as well?
Well, there might be some political openings around New York pretty soon, but besides that, I'm going to stand away from this one. The Celtics won the East. The Celtics won the East by 14 games last year. So I'm not crowning anybody but Boston. I know KP is hurt to start the season. That's Kristaps Porzingis, not Kendrick Perkins.
Okay.
I don't think the Knicks. That's a bold take. It's bold. That's a bold take. It's a good bold take.
It's good. It is bold. Legs, what is your bold take? Is it bolder than our KP?
Well, I'm taking advantage of the title of this segment, because bold is really just a euphemism for irrational, because I don't necessarily believe what I'm about to say, all right? But I'm going to go with the San Antonio Spurs making the play-in. Now, anybody that thinks that might not be a bold take, do you know how many more games the San Antonio Spurs would have to win based on last year's standings in the West? 24 more wins, and they only won 22 last year, so you got to more than double your win total to get into that area. But look, obviously a lot of this has to do with the development of Victor Wembanyama and the way he gets out of the gate. It took him about half a season last year before he found that footing that was wowing us every night. If he does that from the beginning, with the addition of a Chris Paul table setter, Stephon Castle, Harrison Barnes, they've added some pieces, some vets too, that can help them navigate the season a little bit better. I think San Antonio, while maybe not getting that far, are going to be dramatically improved.
I think I would say this is a warm take, Zach. I'm not going to go quite hot. I think that's warm. What do you think of what Legs is throwing down here?
I've been saying this since July, when they got Chris Paul and they got Harrison Barnes by stealing him in that DeMar DeRozan trade. I think this is totally in play, and he mentioned the 20-whatever win gap. Well, first part of last season, Victor Wembanyama was playing power forward next to centers who couldn't shoot. Once you scrap that, he took off. You add some veterans, and you add some, maybe if they're in contention, they're not going to kind of tank toward the end of the season like they might have last season. I think this is totally in play, mostly, though, because Victor Wembanyama is so freaking good right now that it's hard to be a bad team if he's on your team and he's healthy.